Hey guys, it's me Parker. Welcome to my channel. I'm doing sign readings today. This is going to be a Taurus reading. I did just start a reading and then cut to Taurus, and then I stopped it. So I'm gonna continue with the reading, leading with a theme from the chakra deck. So Taurians, I hope you're doing well. Had a great weekend, and we'll see what messages want to come through. Overarching themes and chakras for Taurus. We'll do 2 more shuffles. Really nice cards showing as I'm shuffling, by the way. Messages for Taurus, please. What does Taurus need to know? Facade, interesting. I want to get more context on that. That's solar plexus. I have to refresh myself on the meaning of the cards from this deck, so I'm going to be reading this intuitively. Soulmate, that was showing in the shuffle. Discovery, instinct, that's nice. That's all root chakra. Surprisingly, there's like a spiritual element to these cards with the heart chakra, Spirit's whispering there. He's meditating, his third eye is all lit up. Discovery and soulmate with instinct. With facade, this is the underlying energy, like moving this reading. These calling heavy, soul heavy kind of cards, and then facade coming out as the leading energy. So let's look at facade, the Taurus. You know what? I think I am going to grab the book for this. I'm feeling called to read it. I haven't ever pulled out this book and read on the channel for it, but I'm feeling to with this one. Feeling called to. Bronze God, this isn't who I am. Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting, is like a pull to something a little bit more with this. Feeling a calling to something. The legend, the bronze boy Darnell was young when his father died and he became the man of the family. Out for a walk one day many years later, he was mesmerized by the sight of children playing. As a child, he'd never played. He hid behind a tree, crying bitterly, then quickly buried his emotions. At the end of his life, on his way to heaven, he stopped at the park and finally reclaimed the inner child he had left behind many years before. This is like a call to not heeding the call to something in this lifetime for sure. If you're unhappy in your relationships, you may be relating to others through a false sense of duty. Give up being something you're not. It's about reclaiming life. What have I done to heal childhood pain? Key ideas: disassociating, reclaiming your life, healing childhood pain. Keywords: recovery, integration, and play. This is all about your inner child, but there's definitely a call to authenticity. With soulmate and discovery. Discovery is a very playful key theme as well with that inner child. And instinct, feeling the calling towards that. And then of course the imagery of reaching the end of one's life and having had all that pass you by. Let's talk about this facade here for Taurus. One more shuffle. 8 of Cups, that's literally a walking energy. Let's talk about facade with this underlying soulmate energy for Taurus, please. Queen of Wands, that 8 of Cups and 5 of Cups, loss, and I just heard attachment, walking away. That's a walking away energy. I want to see what's underneath those. Queen of Wands. She goes after what she wants. She's very, look at her, she's like poised with the Ace of Wands there. The wands are very phallic in this deck. She's very attractive. She's a go-getter. She goes after her instinct. This is a very instinct heavy court card. Following that, fire signs, she acts on those impulses for sure. We also have the 2 women looking over that way, looking at something. Interesting. Also very creative card, with that discovery underneath. 8 of Cups is a walking away energy, the Tower. Wow. And then we have this underneath. Court card for Taurus, man or woman. Just very nurturing, but I do get, like, with this one, sometimes her crown is lit up. I've sometimes seen that as, like, she's bloodthirsty almost, but, like, just, like, there's, like, craving for something in that, like, but that's very stable. And then with this energy, it's like, boom, like, off to bigger and better things, walking away energy, following that instinct. Big shake up though. It's like breaking up a stable foundation, or like stability, or just like very out of left field. With that stable Earth Queen energy underneath. And then the 5 of Cups. Wow, 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles underneath that. That's a loss, heartbreak. I just heard betrayal, but like, this is the call to, like, that instinct, something more energy, is like feeling like this inside, like knowing that there's something, something is missing with this energy. It's energy of lack and loss. Something's missing. And then there's a Page of Wands underneath with the Fool. Lots of Aries showing. But Page, like, this is very excited, adventurous energy, looking forward on that horizon. Page is that youth facade energy, right? So let's look at this Queen of Wands energy. I'm just seeing that as you guys, heeding that instinctual call. Can be a playful energy too. It is fire, right? Creative, action oriented. There's desire there. Like, the way that these two are, like, looking at each other, it's like, don't let your life pass you by. Don't just ignore these feelings. You don't want to be the old man walking your younger self with regret, you know what I mean? Like, because this is a very passionate, creative, adventurous queen looking at these two, right? Attractive. And it does speak to relationships as well. If you're dissatisfied in a relationship, it specifically said that in this card. And that is a very attractive queen who goes after what she wants. And there is discovery and soulmate here. I just saw all of the last sword cards really difficult mental energy. Tell me about Queen of Wands and Facade for Taurus, please. Ooh, that's too many. Tell me about the Queen of Wands and Facade for Taurus, please. Well, now Wands, 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands. I'm just going to look at that description again really super quick. Give up being something you're not. Like, that's like kind of a standing your ground energy, but standing rooted in something no longer suited to you or not authentic to you, because it's a very authentic queen. And that's valor and very like holding that wand, right? Like really defending that, standing strong in that energy. This is all about authenticity, though. Valor. Sometimes I have my thesaurus beside me and I'll like, ooh, the 6 of Cups. That's like all about childhood. This is kind of speaking to like breaking patterns you've had since childhood as well. If I had my thesaurus, I would totally look up valor right now. It's over there, but I don't think I'm going to pull it out. There's that dominion energy. The Sun, Leo. Dominion and valor. Like, those are not very playful words, are they? We're talking about inner child here. And then the Sun. Like, look how happy that kid looks. Like, wow, yay, happy, happy. Right? It's the happiest card in the deck, and it is also successful outcomes, completion, like your life cycle, that inner child there. But dominion, valor, like, not very adventurous, right? It's just like speaking to like really like, this is like control, as well. Queen of Swords and material gain. The 9 of Pentacles. This is a very, so these are queens, male or female, but in this reading, Taurus is coming out in feminine energy, which is speaking to receptivity of this call energy, this instinct. You have to be receptive to pick up on that, right? And right now there's like this very domineering energy coming forward, and yes, the Queen of Wands is exciting and attractive and go-getter, but can also be controlling in the sense that like, yeah, she is a strong energy, you know, so kind of coming through in 2 ways with all of those wands. But now we have the Queen of Swords with the 9 of Pentacles, which is like very rational, very decisive, intelligent, or like good with her words, sees things clearly, you know, sharply. With that 9 of Pentacles, that's like a single card, but that's like a card of being like in a really good place, like abundant energy. But this is like kind of like a by yourself energy. Like, this isn't really indicating others, it indicates quite the opposite. Just like, you know, I get kind of cold with this. Yes, this is a warm card and there's abundance and stuff there, but this is kind of a cold energy, and that Queen is kind of giving off, yes, like follow the path with those wands, that she's an exciting queen, but in the energy that's coming out around this queen is like controlling, and then this is kind of cold, but then underneath the energy like moving this is the Sun, which is joy, freedom, warmth, you know, happy conclusions, family, a healed inner child for sure. So I'm gonna pull one more deck and we'll look at this Queen of Wands with this control, and then we'll look at this Queen of Swords. And then I want to ask specifically about the soulmate energy. which deck to use. The Mythic. So this Queen of Wands, with all this valor and dominion, Seven of Wands to confirm. One more shuffle. Four of Cups, that is the card of missed opportunities. 10 of Cups, soulmate. With that Four of Cups and Temperance, that is, oh, there's the Queen of Wands right there. The Emperor, really controlled. Really tight grip there on presence, control, power tripping, kind of, with the grip on those wands. But this is looking over at Facade, and 10 of Cups is coming up with that. With soulmate, that is love. That is sharing love. The Facade of control. Because things, when you're embarking in like romance, it can feel very out of control. You don't have control over that other person. Eight of Pentacles, focus. That is hard work with that dominion and the valor there. It is focus, it's working hard, it's determination. With that Facade, why is the Eight of Pentacles showing? Why the Eight of Pentacles? Oh, I'm just getting kind of the way, there's Queen of Cups on the bottom, the way that this, it's a card of focus, and she's very focused, right, with that rod that she's holding, with that valor. It's a card of being very focused, studious even, but like intensely involved in whatever you're focused or working on. And it, to me, it's just screaming about that focus on that power. But there is that call, right? This is the Hermit, major for Virgo. Usually the Hermit is looking in the lantern for the star, which would be like that soulmate discovery energy, right? The call. But in this deck, specifically in the Mythic, he has already found it. He's not a hermit in an internal hermit process looking for the star and what that means to him. It's already kind of there. Like, he already knows. He's not searching in his lantern. Yeah, not searching in his lantern when usually the Hermit is looking for that knowledge. The feeling is there. So, and talk about feeling, Queen of Cups, 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. And there's 9 of Swords with that as well. Just saying, like, being really worked up mentally about it. This is a call to feeling. Feeling it out, Queen of Cups, the Queen of feeling, emotional, going there. Queen, another Queen, receptivity. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, soulmate. Yeah. So let's look at this Queen of Swords really quick. Queen of Swords, and it's like very kind of cold, stoic energy. 9 of Wands, there's the 8 and the Queen. 9 of Wands, that's tiresome energy. There's some worry and burden coming out with that 9 of Swords that was showing. But we're like bulking up on these wands now, like hanging on to that wand, that control, right? It's like getting tiresome. That focus so hard on that, it gets really weary and tiresome after a while. Again, Queen of Cups, 10 of Pentacles on the bottom, same thing, right? Feeling it out. You know, and also that could be like being single. You could definitely be focused on just staying single. That could also be your Facade as well. you know, denying that you even want a relationship or to get involved with one. This person could also be right in front of you, like the Hermit staring dead ahead, and you're like, no. Like very stoic in your decision to maintain your independence here. You know, cut people out even with that sword energy. So let's look at this soulmate and discovery with instinct. I just want to see what comes out for those energies as well. And then we'll end the reading, guys. Soulmate, discovery, and instinct. Oh, that's too many. The Emperor, major for Aries. Wow, that is a very stern looking. I gotta play with my camera. Stern looking king there. The Emperor. But he does run. That's a lot of control. Like, control is all over this reading. He's very stern looking. He's got his scepter there, and he's like, right? What's your Princess of Swords? That's kind of like very junior to this. That's taking a look at something. It's also about new ways of perception. It's a card of perception, new ideas. Yeah, interesting. What else? Anything else from this deck for this soulmate? Discovery, energy, peace. Ooh, the Tower, and the Nightmare energy, that Nine of Swords that was showing before. This is really like sitting in that energy. Spirit's talking to this person. Instinct, right? Between two minds. But that is like sitting in it, like they're identical, right? But she's like crossed, very controlled. It says peace. It's, you know, it's meditative in this deck. Same stance. This one is exercising control, arms crossed, blindfolded. This one is heart open, receptive, with that queen energy as opposed to this very controlled masculine emperor energy. I accidentally put instinct in upside down, so just whatever that means to you regarding your instincts here on this one. Can we look at, oh jeez, the cards are flipping everywhere. Five of Swords, Queen of Cups again, feeling it out. Very receptive queen there. That's too many. There's the star to that Hermit. Five of Swords, that's like the Facade energy. Spirit's like chastising that person for their actions and like words in that card, speaking to that cold queen. Anything else? Anything else for Taurus? Knight of Swords. With that Seven of Wands, defensive valor energy. This is communication with that queen there. Instinct to communicate. There is a Tower here. And a Knight of Cups, so that's very honest. Yeah, this is a card of communication, but this is like, can be hurtful communication, guarded communication, self-serving, with that Facade energy. So I would say watch for that, especially with the boldness of that controlling queen there and this kind of grim emperor, right? But it's also quick moving. There is kind of like a swiftness coming in with this instinct. It's almost like spirit whispering, kind of a little bit. And then this is like listening to it, being open to hearing it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that, you guys. But until next time, take care.